FactsVerse presents Stephen Hawking's final warning and his predictions for the future. Stephen Hawking was a British scientist. He was also a professor and a theorist. His groundbreaking work helped people to understand cosmology and quantum physics. When he passed away on March 14, 2018, the world lost one of the most amazing and intelligent men in the world. When he was alive, he tried to warn the world about the consequences that could occur thanks to our irresponsible treatment of the planet. He offered a great deal of insight and advice regarding overcoming the challenges that the human species can one day worry about. Each of his warnings should be taken seriously if we want to keep from having the entire human race wiped out. Keep watching for Stephen Hawking's final warning and his predictions for the future. Artificial Intelligence, or AI. Hawking gave a speech to CNBC that was quite unnerving. During his speech, he echoed Elon Musk's concern about artificial intelligence. Hawking warned that the more leaps in AI technology we make, the more danger we are in. He calls it the worst event in the history of our civilization. He stated that unless we can find a way to control its development, it can be detrimental to our planet and all of mankind. In his speech, he mentioned that it is quite possible for AI to surpass human intelligence. If we are successful in creating effective AI, it could either be the biggest event in the history of civilization or it could be the worst. If computers become more intelligent than humans and they are able to run on their own, they could take over the world, and we would merely be their pets. Nuclear war. Hawking warned about the dangers of nuclear war. This could completely destroy our planet as we know it. Every country in the world wants to have the largest nuclear arsenal so that they would be unstoppable. What the leaders of these countries don't understand is that launching nuclear missiles will do more than destroy the target. It can also kill millions of people in their borders as well. Stephen Hawking strongly condemned U.S. President Donald Trump for his childish Twitter rants and insults directed to the leader of North Korea, Kim Jong-un. Asteroid strikes. Stephen Hawking has warned us over and over again about what could happen if an asteroid were to strike the Earth. If there is a huge asteroid heading toward our planet, we would like to hope that NASA and the military would be able to stop it before it destroys the entire planet. This makes you wonder if something like the films Armageddon and Deep Impact could really happen. Hawking has warned that if an asteroid of a good size were to hit the Earth, life as we know it would end. Epidemics. Hawking warned us what a serious epidemic could do to the future of the world. Whether the epidemic occurs naturally or if it's released intentionally as a chemical-grade weapon, something this serious could wipe out most of the human race. Those who are able to make it through the epidemic would risk death due to starvation and lack of clean water. Also, the breakdown of government and law enforcement would cause wars between survivors. If the epidemic were serious, it could kill us all. Climate change. Stephen Hawking, just like millions of other scientists on the planet, understood that climate change is real and it can destroy our planet. He had no problem publicly condemning United States President Donald Trump for his views on climate change. According to Trump, it's not a real thing. He says that climate change doesn't exist and that it cannot do damage to the planet. Shortly after being elected, Trump shut down the government website dedicated to climate change and climate control. Next, he withdrew funding to all government departments who were in charge of studying climate change and the effects it can have on the planet. The most serious thing that the president has done and the move that made Stephen Hawking the most enraged was when he decided to pull the United States from the Paris Climate Accord, which is designed to save the planet from global warming. Hawking was sure that Trump is wrong for all the moves that he's made. Hawking said that we're about to go over the tipping point where we won't be able to reverse the climate change and Trump's sanctions could turn the Earth into a planet like Venus where the temperatures can reach 250 degrees and it could start raining sulfuric acid. We can only hope that Trump's irresponsibility won't cause too much irreversible damage to the planet. We should also hope that Trump's predecessor will heed Hawking's warnings and start putting funding back into global warming. When you consider the IQ of Stephen Hawking compared to that of Donald Trump, you would think that he would take the warnings more seriously. How can we save ourselves? According to Hawking, the only way that we can save ourselves is if the human race becomes multiplanetary. If the Earth becomes uninhabitable due to anything that Hawking has warned us about, the only way that we can continue to survive as a race is to live on other planets where the resources have not been depleted and where there is still a chance for life. If AI takes over the Earth as Hawking predicted, traveling to a distant planet may be the only way that we can survive. If there's an asteroid heading straight towards Earth and we're able to get off the planet in time, we could survive. Since the Earth would be destroyed by that point, humans would need a new planet to rebuild civilization. Even a serious epidemic can destroy the Earth and its resources. If we're able to find another planet to create a civilization on, the humans who were able to avoid getting sick would be able to start over. Stephen Hawking was one of the most intelligent and innovative people on the planet. His theories all made a lot of sense, and millions of scientists around the world have the same beliefs that he did. Hopefully, we can make the necessary changes before it's too late. We don't want to end up becoming extinct like the dinosaurs. Subscribe for more.